Everybody knows Shaq, but off camera, he's just a regular guy.
People never believe me when I say I'm just like them. I take out the trash, do dishes, and I struggle with moderate obstructive sleep apnea, or OSA. And a lot of adults with obesity also struggle with moderate to severe OSA. You know those scary breathing interruptions during sleep, the loud snoring, choking, and daytime fatigue? I knew I had to talk to my doctor. Don't sleep on the symptoms. Learn more at don'tsleeponosa.com.
This information is provided by Lilly, a medicine company.
Before your city replaces its water pipes, get informed. Some materials like PVC come with hidden health risks. Learn more at informedwaterchoices.com.
It's never too early for Lowe's Black Friday deals. Snag some of our biggest savings of the season right now, like 25% off select pre-lit artificial Christmas trees. And get yourself free select DeWalt, Cobalt, or Craftsman tools when you buy a select battery or combo kit before the Black Friday rush. Because everyone loves free stuff, right? Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 12/3 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
What's up, Canuck fans, and welcome to the Line Change Podcast, a proud member of the Hockey Podcast Network. Now, in this video, we're going to be going over an article, and we're going to be reading a couple sections of it. An article by Patrick Johnston of The Province. And in this article, he talks about the possibility that the Canucks could be open and perhaps could even already be having discussions like now or lately about trading Conor Garland. Right? Yes, you heard that right. Conor Garland, the same guy that literally signed a 6-year extension this past summer. They already could very well be open to the idea of trading him before his no-move clause kicks in next year, which is when his new contract starts, in order to get younger. Speaking of getting younger, this excerpt in particular from Patrick Johnston refers to the Canucks' plan and what it looks like to be their focus on getting younger. And that's why they traded for a guy like Lukas Reichel, because he's young. And well, look at how that turned out. There's now rumors and reports that the Canucks are actively shopping him. I will have more on that in another video that's coming out. But let's take a look at this particular excerpt right here. Let me bring it up. If the focus is becoming the future of building a young squad that can grow together, of avoiding trading young players to get what the team needs, like the second line center, they have been very open about. You can only look at veteran forwards of value. That second line center they want, could that player actually be a prospect who projects to fill such a role? Beyond this glaring lineup need, the Quinn Hughes question remains as well. If the Canucks end up having to move him, they would surely get a solid young player or two in return. Maybe that is where you find your young centerman. If you guys have not seen it, my buddy Gerald had a huge Quinn Hughes hot take, where his hot take was Quinn Hughes is going to be traded on January 31st, 1 year to the day that JT Miller was traded, 2 years almost to the day that Bo Horvat was traded by the Vancouver Canucks. But Quinn Hughes isn't the only guy on the roster who could bring in a younger player. The Canucks would look to develop into a more prominent role. As you can see, Patrick believes that Quinn Hughes and trading him would get you a massive haul, which he would, and would surely net them their second-line center that they've been seeking, mentioning a solid player or two and probably several draft picks, i.e. a couple first-round picks, maybe a second-round pick. But then he goes on to mention that Hughes isn't the only one on the roster who could bring in a younger player. The Canucks would look into developing into a more prominent role. That is where the Conor Garland conversation begins. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. What if they were to trade Conor Garland, for instance? The veteran winger is playing well, as he always does, and did sign a 6-year contract extension just this past summer. The Canucks love what he brings to the lineup every night, but if the task is to find younger players to add to the mix, dealing a guy like Garland may be unavoidable. A pair of leaked sources suggested that the Canucks may already be considering such a move and have had talks about it. Bottom line in all this, the Canucks are fast approaching a tipping point on the season where either they will bank toward a playoff run or have to start making some hard choices about the roster's future. So there's that little excerpt. Having read that and my initial reaction to this idea of trading Garland, obviously right away, and this is just my opinion, I'm like, absolutely not, as you guys can probably tell by the thumbnail. Absolutely not. I understand Garland likely being a valuable trade chip and being able to get a young player, potentially maybe even a center, a second-line center, for instance. But you just signed the guy to a 6-year extension this past summer, and you're already considering trading him? Like, and before his no-move clause kicks in too. I'm sorry, if this was a player who was playing like absolute shit and had a long-term deal, Louis Eriksson, excuse me, I'd be all for it. But this is Conor Garland we're talking about, a guy who is quite literally a heart and soul player on this team. Just a quick reminder, this podcast is a presentation brought to you by DraftKings.
Everybody knows Shaq, but off camera, he's just a regular guy.
People never believe me when I say I'm just like them. I take out the trash, do dishes, and I struggle with moderate obstructive sleep apnea, or OSA. And a lot of adults with obesity also struggle with moderate to severe OSA. You know those scary breathing interruptions during sleep, the loud snoring, choking, and daytime fatigue? I knew I had to talk to my doctor. Don't sleep on the symptoms. Learn more at don'tsleeponosa.com.
This information is provided by Lilly, a medicine company.
It's never too early for Lowe's Black Friday deals. Snag some of our biggest savings of the season right now, like 25% off select pre-lit artificial Christmas trees. And get yourself free select DeWalt, Cobalt, or Craftsman tools when you buy a select battery or combo kit before the Black Friday rush. Because everyone loves free stuff, right? Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 12/3 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Spinorama's Michigan... Apologies for that. Spinorama's Michigan goals, a wicked sprawling save across the crease, or even a jaw-dropping glove save. Live and breathe all the highlight moments with DraftKings Sportsbook in an official sports betting partner of the NHL. New customers, this one's for you. Bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get paid out $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the code THPN, that's THPN, to turn $5 into $200 in bonus bets, and your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER in New York. Call 8778-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY, which is 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, pass-through of per wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets, which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. This is a limited time offer. Back to the conversation. We had a heart and soul guy in JT Miller. And what did they do? They traded him away. And before anyone comes in here and gives me the whole JT's a quitter and wants to throw that narrative, just stop. He's not a quitter. He tried to fix the problem. At least that's what I'm gathering from what I've heard. And in doing so, decided to be the better man and leave. I hate to rag on him, not Miller, but Elias Pettersson, because he's playing really well lately, and I absolutely love it, and I think it's fantastic. Finally. But could you see Petey doing something like that? Could you see him like going to the team and being like, I'm willing to be traded to put an end to this debacle? Yeah, I didn't think so. So enough with that narrative. Anywho, I'm ranting a little bit. Back to the topic at hand. Obviously, I'm a big JT Miller fan, as you can tell. I'm also a big Petey fan, but I'm willing to criticize both players. I have criticized JT's play in the past, so just so it's out there. Back to the topic at hand, Conor Garland. Even though he can get you some young piece or potentially pieces, I just don't agree with the idea of trading him, not after signing him to that extension. I mean, for one, feels like a slap in the face and a pretty shitty thing to do. Pardon my language. We heard from Jim Rutherford recently that a rebuild isn't on the table. You trade Garland, that's the path towards a rebuild. That's just the first stone to fall, or the first domino to fall is the actually correct term. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, if you guys like this video, be sure to hit that like button. And if you want to stay up to date on all your Vancouver Canucks content here on the Hockey Podcast Network, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss a single video. You can find us on social media. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, YouTube. All the links are there. Feel free to give us a follow on all of our social media platforms and join the discussion on Discord. There is a link in the description down below. It's completely free to join. You don't have to pay anything to join. Just use the link and we can have chats, discussions about the Canucks, about hockey in the Discord. So go ahead, feel free to join that. And if you prefer an audio version of this podcast, you can find us on both Spotify and Apple Podcasts. On Spotify, feel free to give us a follow, as well as rate and review us. It is, of course, greatly appreciated on both platforms. And as always, let's go Canucks, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Everybody knows Shaq, but off camera, he's just a regular guy.
People never believe me when I say I'm just like them. I take out the trash, do dishes, and I struggle with moderate obstructive sleep apnea, or OSA. And a lot of adults with obesity also struggle with moderate to severe OSA. You know those scary breathing interruptions during sleep, the loud snoring, choking, and daytime fatigue? I knew I had to talk to my doctor. Don't sleep on the symptoms. Learn more at don'tsleeponosa.com.
This information is provided by Lilly, a medicine company.
AI agents are everywhere, automating tasks and making decisions at machine speed. But agents make mistakes. Just one rogue agent can do big damage before you even notice. Rubrik Agent Cloud is the only platform that helps you monitor agents, set guardrails, and rewind mistakes, so you can unleash agents, not risk. Accelerate your AI transformation at Rubrik.com. That's RUBRIK.com.
Lowe's early Black Friday deals are going fast. Don't miss up to 50% off select major appliances. Plus, up to an extra 25% off when you bundle select major appliances. And with Christmas around the corner, you're going to need more string lights, right? Save $4 on GE LED 100-count string lights, now just $5.98. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 12/3. Selection varies by location. Select locations only while supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.